Hello, and welcome to Modmas 2022. This is the community built event that the modders get together and put out during the holidays. This is the second year. It happens alongside Modmas, which is the H3 devs' official holiday event. So last year we had 25 days of Advent. This year we have 4 weeks of supply drops that we can call in via those 4 smoke grenades, signal grenades, whatever you want to call them. And yeah, they actually get airdropped in by Sosig Santa, which is just such a fun thing. But yeah, we have 4 weeks of stuff to get through. I want to take some time to make sure that everybody gets to see these fun things, even if they're not able to play H3.
For trigger squeezing.
They constantly go above and beyond here. Really, they do. Let's see if I can remember who's who. I do remember this one. This is actually one of my favorite out of the whole thing. Out of the whole event. We'll just get right into these. This one's a little awkward. We have the Alof's device, which is a attachment for break open shotguns. If you're a Forgotten Weapons fan, I think there's been 2 episodes on this where Ian has fired them. If you're not familiar though, this would bolt onto the side, literally just right to the side of most any single shot shotgun. And then we have a magazine tube. It's a little bit larger than what it should be, if I'm remembering right. And then a transfer tube. We kick over. One gets pushed back into this. We can top him off with one more. Close. This is still manually cocked. But on each break, that gets fed. If I can catch one with the slow-mo. And the fun part about this is the entire system works on this small lever, basically telling the transfer tube when to go over. And the shotgun shell is actually coming out, ejecting, and hitting this lever and loading the next round. So this is a physics-driven system in H3, as it is in real life. Causes some malfunctions here and there, but as it would in real life too, as it does. So this is really just one of the more entertaining ones that have been added to the game in a while. Yeah, super fun Alofs. And we'll get to who did each of these after we get through each box, as there is a manifest that comes with each drop. Alright, my original recording died for some reason right here, so next we have a redone set of 5.7s with extended magazines. We now have both the olive drab and just straight black. Nice RMR attachment here for some of the nice optics mods that we have. Also a suppressor that acts a little bit weird, but you see we can get that nice extended barrel added when we drop it on there. And we of course have the melon version too. Top it all off. No sticky magwell. After all this time, no sticky magwell in the 5.7. Alright, back to the original recording. Always with the melon. Alright, up next, trying to remember what all of these are and how to operate them. Always its own challenge. Alright, we have the Winchester model 1912. I would really be just out of luck if we didn't have that. identification on the wrist. Just a pretty standard pump action. The models they're getting are fantastic. Slam fire? Slam fire. Awesome. And Tethers? Tethers, I can't even pretend to know how to say this one. Firing. Make sure you get that one topped back up. 792 by 57. So this is what, 8 mil? Is this 8 mil Mauser? This has such an just completely open top breech. I'm not aware if this is prototype of something or what, but boy is it goofy. No safety on it. Loud spring. Very loud spring. Nice. As you can see, we actually have a couple other things to check out too. We have a trap range back in the corner. There's a sniper's nest that also looks down at another just plinking range over there too that comes with an item spawner. And the trap range is actually super fun. RP has some neat voice activation and scoring going on every time. And how long? I still can't open these. Alright, up next, I get to embarrass myself trying to remember how to load this cap and ball revolver. Yeah, don't mind the the browning. I had to shoot a speaker so that I wouldn't get copyright claimed off the top, right off the bat here. Right, so I think we pull back and then trigger. Pull back and then trigger. Then we can punch down. Back, trigger, punch down, back, trigger. These are so complicated to load. I would just be the worst at these in an actual take and hold run. Surprised that one even let me do it. Okay. Now I think this one, oh, we missed a cap. I don't know if we can actually get him loaded. Oh, there we go. Awesome. I think this is technically some sort of double action, as it will. Okay, we have to pull down one to cock, one trigger pull, and then another to fire. Yeah, so we're pulling that bottom part. It's an entirely separate piece. I love these overly complex ones as they make their way into the game. Yeah, some nice memorization would have to happen to be really efficient at that. Ridiculous. And then we also have Lancaster Howdah pistols in 5.77 and 4.55 Webley, right? So these ones are a little bit odd, as apparently some of Anton's code has the break actions default to a 45-degree angle when they open, and these want to go down further to actually cock the weapon and eject the shells. So if they don't fire for you right off the bat, make sure you're either putting some extra force when you open them or manually pulling down the whole way. And we'll get the big chonker here. Yeah, you can hear that actually fully cock the weapon. You see it won't eject until it hits that lower point. Sometimes, yeah, if we actually give it a good flick of the wrist though, we can do that without having to manually pull it. Recoil is ridiculous on this. Howdahs. Alright, and last for week 1, personally a vomit machine. We have the San Andreas jetpack. We can actually get this in the right slot. Goodness, goodness. Oh, do we have one of those mags? Not that I'll be able to do anything with it, but yeah, so trigger moves us with thrust. We can strafe or turn. So much happening. It gets a little weird when you turn your head, as it also turns the backpack, which also turns the joystick, I think, in some way. So yeah, this is what ends up causing me to, oh boy, I don't think we're supposed to be down there. Ends up making me a bit sick. Oh no. More copyright issues. But yeah, awesome. That is week 1 summed up. We'll go take a real quick look at who's responsible for all this madness as we get these handy dandy manifests. So City Robo with the Alofs, love it. Muzzle with the Savage Navy, Billiam with the Winchester 1912, Wolfie with the FN57 rework, Muzzle, the Lancaster pistols, Wide Papo with the Tedders, I can't say either of those, City Robo with the San Andreas jetpack. So awesome, great stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna get this cleaned up a little bit because we have a lot more to go through. So onwards to week 2. All right, on to week 2. And one of the fun things, while I was streaming the first week, Chat and I had made some comments that we wish we could shoot down Santa, and lo and behold, there's a stinger here waiting for us next week. So I'll go ahead and embarrass myself trying to remember how to operate this. And hitting him is a whole other spiel too. You gotta give him some time. You gotta give that missile some time to breathe. See if I can find him quick enough.
If anyone asks, it fell off the sleigh. Red sleigh down! Red sleigh down!
Gotcha this time. I was terrible at that. Well, this one looks a bit light. What happened? Did stuff fall off? No, maybe not. Alright, week 2. I can't remember. I already tried recording this like 4 times, and I had a bunch of audio issues, and OBS decided to stop recording too, so I might just be going insane. Alright, first up, we have the M82, and I think the M82 prototype, yes. Which are firing 5.56, if I remember properly. But really, just an AK in the back here, the receiver. So, bullpup AK with some goofy sights. Quite weird. Made in Finland. Interesting. So yeah, we have the prototype, which is full auto. Just moving along there. And then the, I would assume the final version. These are also operable with the lever, including the touchpad. This one has a pick rail in the front. Polymer body, it looks like. Something similar. But it's only single shot. Only in semi. Whereas that one was only full auto. Nice models, fun little wear going on. Just the goofiest things happening with AK receivers in some of these. Alright, let's get you out the way. On to the next. What do you have? Nice SMG. Can't remember the name of this one. Stella Type 1-3. Firing 9, I believe. 9mm. Again, Love the models. And this one's got a fire rate on it, especially for the mag size. Just dumps. Absolutely dumps. Still gotta get my slow-mo sound fixed. But fantastic model. Little heat shroud on there. And our wibbly bits that need to be on every gun. Seriously. They're so fun. There was the Stella. That I can actually grab these ones. This is probably up, wouldn't it be? Alright, here we have, I think this is a Mauser. 1914. Mauser model 1914. Just a little guy. 7.65. I think this is actually firing 32 ACP in game though. No slide lock. We do have a mag release though. And I believe striker fired? I'm not super knowledgeable on these. But we can see that actually pull in after the last round. We got so many fun tiny pistols this year. Tons and tons. Our other is just the tiniest pinfire revolver. Come back. Missed one there. Le Faucheux. I'm not even sure the pocket model. Firing 7mm pinfire. So yeah. And I think the kicker about this one is it's actually double action too. Yep. And the sights are more of a suggestion, I guess. There's no sights here. This is one of the ones you curse if you end up with it and taking hold, I'm sure. Double action at that size, it's ridiculous. Alright, who's next? These are just massive. And all of them, yep. The DP-12. I don't have my shotgun shells on me anymore. Much prefer this to the KSG. I didn't quite understand the difference until we got one in here. Nice being able to see the mag well, like witness holes in that. And if this doesn't let you fire for any reason, or actually action it until you can load, make sure you hit the trigger twice, because you can't pump after one shot. You gotta do both. Too fun. Actually did catch and load those. Gonna be good firepower for taking hold. Really nice model too. Really, really nice model. Something John Wick. Can't remember. It's been so long, and I've only seen the first one of those two. Come to think of it. Shouldn't even attempt to reference those. Got one more this way. And these things, I never realized how goofy they were when they opened. I love it. Because of the scaling they have going on. Just too much. Alright, we have the M1000, if I'm not mistaken. Going off of memory here. M1000 Classic, which is another Deep Rock Galactic. So we got one last year. I think we got the pistol, one of the pistols. Nice and chunky. We have to manually lock up front, and this actually charges to fire. If I turn safety off. We can fire without the charge too. I'm betting we get a good bit more out of it if we do charge. No dumb reloads for me. There we go. Super fun. Super fun. It's always great to have more from different games in here. It's a fun thing to explore how some of those feel. It's one of my favorite things about. We got Meat Fortress, all the TF2 guns and how they felt. Alright, and last for week 2. Oh, this is... yeah, Gewehr 1871. Single shots firing 11.15 by 60. Decent irons on there. There are some more cumbersome single shot rifles in the game, so I enjoy this. Imagine that round packs a punch too. And again, just fun models. Those sling swivels are gigantic. Goodness. Just that bare top of the barrel. All pitted and worn. Fantastic. Fantastic. Oh, cool. That would be week 2. We have Andrew with the Stella, William with the Gewehr 1871, Oakham with the M1000, CD Robo with the DP12, Devin with the Valmont M82, of course, because it's some goofed up AK, it'd be Devin, and Billiam again with the Mauser M1914. So, awesome. Alright, I'll get the mess cleaned up and we'll move on to week 3. Alrighty, drop 3, week 3. What a throw. Yeah, they did these per week and just a fantastic job. And also seeing some of them in chat was super fun as we were opening the presents. Where are you at? Here we go.
I'm late for the Elves Festivus respect.
Just the worst luck with that gun. Alright. Week 3. What do we have? Just grabbing these ones. That's 2, 3, 4. Oh boy. More cap and ball. 1855 revolving rifle. I think this one's a little less confusing to actually load. Maybe. Okay. That's right. He kind of pulls back and forth. But we don't have to goof around with the pulling of the trigger. I think one of the fun facts about this one is if it decided to chain fire, just because of the, I'm guessing the cylinder gap situation here, you would just say goodbye to your hand. Yeah, your left hand would be gone. So that looks like I missed one of my caps. Alright, cool. So out of half cock. And this one I don't think, yeah, this one does not have that second mechanism to manually or automatically rotate the cylinder, so we have to cock manually. Can't wait till somebody makes some super cumbersome character with all these ridiculous reload. Colt's patent. Nice simple model. Good condition. The wibbly bit sling lock. Sling lock? Sling swivel. Alright, up next we have M1935A SACM. Firing French. 32 French. Good bit of wear on this. Sights aren't bad. Slide lock. Slide release. Got everything we need. Again, just so many fun pistols. This one looks like it was not stored well. But man, just fantastic. Sets of fun toys. Next. New custom take and hold character. Pork Unknown's Take and Hold. So limited ammo was what it was designed around in large maps such as Northeast Dakota. Lots of SOSIC spawns and scope sniper rifle drops. No tokens, only randomized loot drops from supply points and SOSIGs. Unique healing items and armor. Spawn lock still works, plays well. You just don't get explosives out of the item spawners. And all guns, almost all guns have rails to equip sights to. So we get a couple more things out of this drop that go into that character. I played that a few times on stream. I've not quite gotten a run I'm happy with to upload to the main channel yet, but we will get there. Up next, if I'm remembering right, is another Devon special. TKB 022 PM number 2. 7.62, 39, like a standard AK mag. As bullpup as you can make an AK. Ridiculous ring sights. And also fun with this is it's a forward ejecting. So those, I just don't understand how that would function without malfunctioning with the rounds starting back here and ending up getting pushed out the front. But it's like the RFB if I'm not mistaken. And so much bakelite. So very much. Alright, up next. Come on, you can do it. We have a pair of Zero Dark 50. I believe we just have a little bit of variance in color and a skeletonized grip on these two. It looks like the barrels, you know, we have a muzzle device on this one. These are different things. I think there's a good bit more of these in the item spawner as well, but they're firing what is essentially 500 blackout, 500 FMJ. I don't have any scopes on me, but these things seem like they're gonna tear SOSIGs apart. It's just a ridiculous round. They have a designation for full auto on them, but both are only semi from what I've seen. So, super nice. That is a ridiculous round. And some ridiculous... Yeah, it is 500 blackout, okay. Actually is called that. Ridiculous. Up next, I need to change my... Oh, maybe I don't. Nope, I already have it set up from last time I tried to record this. This is part of the PUBG character. We have... I haven't tried this yet. I have a ghillie suit. This actually might help you hide from SOSIGs. I'm not entirely sure because I didn't get it while running, but it's what makes the most sense to me. Apologize if I'm incorrect about that. But we also get one of our first piece of armor, which has it's a little bit different than what armor has been in H3 so far with like any of the helmets that have been added, things like that. As before, those have just been able to soak up rounds. If you had like the pull down armored helmet, I can't remember, it's just similar to the level 3 Altine? Yeah, from the Tarkov ones. It would stop bullets, but it would just always stop bullets, which cool, but eh. The fact that these now, oh boy, are breakable. So you get different levels of armor in that character, and they're good for a bit, and then they consume. So I feel like that's gonna play out really cool in a bunch of different characters if people start to add those in, because having an excuse to actually buy and equip armor that isn't game breaking, just having infinite, like, oh, this just doesn't take damage now. That sounds a ton of fun. And we have some more pieces here as this flips out for me, opening it in the wrong spot. Yeah, so same stuff works out. This is a level 3. We'll plop that on. We have our bicycle helmet, our level 2, and our level 3. We can still move the visor up and down. But yeah, can actually take a couple shots before it breaks. Imagine the bicycle helmet's going quickly. Yeah, very quickly. So those are super fun. Excited to play that character more. All right, last for week 3, if I can grab it. Oh, wrong side. The worst at this. Put me out of my misery. We have a set of fouls. At least 556 if I'm remembering right. Yep. I think these are just different colors. It doesn't quite come across because of the lighting here. I think that's what it is. Wrong boy. We have a burst and a full on these two. These are the FN cows, sorry. And there's our full mag release, bolt release. Perfect. I'm always about more of these in the game. It's fantastic models. Yeah, I haven't really been able to discern the difference. I'm pretty sure it's just color, but I could be wrong. Trying to remember and know too much at the same time. Look at the manifest for this week. Andrew with the CR7 CDF. Wolfie with the FN cow, Sir Potatoes with the skins and unknown, so that will be the armor and the character. Muzzle with the Colt 1855. Devin with the TKB, of course. And Billiam with the 1935A firing French langue. Alright, let's get this cleaned up and get on to the last of the drops. Alright, week 4. See if I can give Santa a run for his money. How well I can even fire this one-handed, or if it's a fly out of your hand kind of situation. There he is.
$200? I don't even pay my regular taxes.
Might be a nice flak gun. We could manage it. He's lucky. Alright. Week 4. The last of the gifts. Quite loaded as well. First up, FN model 1900. Yes. Again, just fantastic model. What are you firing? 32 again? 32 ACP. I wasn't able to find a caliber on the side of this that I could read. At least not in this lighting. No slide lock. No release. We do have a magazine release though. I love just how the oh, shells eject out the side there. Looks like there's supposed to be some sort of iron, but I'm not sure what's up on the top there that's preventing them from really being used. Again, another just fun tiny pistol. Next, Sig Sauer P127, which I'm pretty sure is just a Fallout like bread and butter pistol. Nice and chunky. Firing what is it? Yeah, 50 FO. That's if I found the dot right. Perfect. Really like the ejection port here. Just kind of sliding out the side there. Fun model. Chunky recoil. Be fun to shoot Sosigs with that thing. Who's next? Come on. That's a tall boy. Again with the goofy open close. I love it. Oh my, here we go. This is the one. This is gonna take a little bit of effort. Grab you, make sure you're spawn locked. Sling lock you. I'm going to need some volunteers for this and a couple other ones too, so we might as well grab this now. While I get them set up, let's go ahead and drop in our M1825 field cannon. And let's hope that it drops the right way, because if it's upside down, that's a separate set of fun. Alright, who do we have? Sosigs, shot dogs. Alright, let's do some heavies. Maybe? There we go. Cool. I'll let you sit off. Oh, Santa's back. Where's the NTW?
I have 9 designated drivers. I'll be fine.
Oh no. He hit... He hit the cannon. Hey! It worked. We might have to go put him out of his misery. Otherwise we're gonna hear sleigh bells for the rest of time. Alright, yeah, so here's our field cannon. Give it a little bit more room than this. Really do just be hanging out up there. I wonder if we can use this. Yeah. So, by default, it doesn't quite aim down far enough to shoot things this close. But we can make something work here. Perfect. Slide over a little bit, actually. Pardon me while I get this just right. Which really isn't going to be just right, but just right enough. So the control for elevation is a little weird here. You grab in. It's by default up the entire way. To pull down a little bit further than you'd think you would to aim up. Looks like we're good there. Okay, looks like he finally got out of here. Good. Other than that, pretty simple as far as how it operates. Just like the... Come on. This is a little bit picky. I never know what I'm doing wrong with getting this to load. There we are. I'm going to be up at the rim. So you'll want to pack the powder down first. you try to do the powder and the ball at the same time, it does not work well. Kind of gets caught. You just move slowly. From my experience, anyway. So we're loaded. And we just need a match. I think we knocked one of them down at least. So I'd love to see this thing have a little bit more oomph to it as far as the entire thing rocking back, having some physical force applied to it, just to have a little more juice when firing. But as far as getting this to work at all, the fact that it rolls at all, having the elevation work, I'm sure was already way too much to begin with. So I can't wait to see more along the lines of those. That's ridiculous. All right, next up, get rid of these. Cyberpunk weapons. We got a good few of them last year. Only need one. We just have 2 variants of the JKE X2, Kenshin Chaos, and just the Kenshin. And these have a charge to them. Looks like this guy might light people on fire a bit. Nice and juicy to shoot. Nice and juicy. Good job bringing the feeling of these over. Oh, come on.
Oh, come on.
It don't seem to have quite the oomph
Don't mind me.
without the charge there, but fun. Next, another cyberpunk weapon. HJKE-11 Yukimura. This is a smart pistol. Does not like regular targets, encryptions, but does like SOSIGs. So let's get something a little bit later, because I'm not sure how they act against armored targets. Guys are a little squishier. Yeah, does everything it needs to load on its own. And yeah, it just finds SOSIGs. If you're not aiming at anything at all, it seems to still try. Interesting. Wasn't having that behavior before. Yeah, we can actually see where we're gonna hit. Definitely not great against armor.
Time to file my workers' comp.
If you get one in the head. Good stuff. Too much fun, I swear. Alright, up next. Come on. She wants to crash. She's trying to crash. Come back. We have, oh boy, the Rampage pistol and the Rampage machine pistol, which I found out we'll take these over to the range actually. Then we get our optional muzzle brake and magazine holding foregrip on here. So these are pretty standard. I wasn't quite sure about what was happening in the rear here. But they actually take MCX stocks, since those have pick for the stocks. And if you head out to module MCX, which I'm pretty sure I have, yeah, the module SIG? Nope. Somewhere, I know it's here. I know. Am I lying? I thought I had that. Where did it go? Maybe it's in attachments. It is. Module SIG. We go to the SIG stocks. You can see that they're ready to go as far as the stocks. No other ones will attach here that I've seen. no standard ones. So we have the machine pistol variant. And again, they have those fun extra mag holding foregrips. And then we have our standard pistol. Cool. Tons of fun. Just completely like tricked out. I love that muzzle flash. Like an Arby's, it looks like. Oh, Santa's still stuck up there. He just stopped jingling. Put him out of his misery real quick. We got a shell left, right? Yeah, we do. Pardon the interlude.
Oh, the missus is gonna be pissed.
At least he stopped making noise after so long. Alright, who's next? What's next? More long rifles. Go this way on it. Cheat and make it a little easier to open. Oh, one of my favorites of the entire drop. Fedorov automatic. Just first off, a fantastic model. Looks real nice. Second, some of the detail happening here with the movement. Got good sound. Really throws the shells. And then we can lock back the wibbly bits on the stripper clips. Just looks, it's just enough to bring this stuff alive. I know it's exaggerated, but man, it feels so fun to drop those in. Just so fun. Absolutely a blast. Can't wait to use that in some runs and just demolish. What does that fire? 6.5 by 50 airsock. That is a chunky round. And it's a big projectile. Alright, on to the next. Or last. Oh boy. Here we have one of, I think, two, these are COD World War II abominations that have been brought in. We have an SVT-40 with the Siberian 2 skin. Oh boy. Fun sound. Oh, did not load. And I like how the bolt has a good bit of weight to it on that recoil. We also have some, of course, era incorrect sights to go along with everything else that was wrong with Call of Duty World War II. Then we also have a bayonet and a grenade firing device. Which, boy oh boy, just, you know, the American grenade. On the SVT there sure is something. Not to mention the extendo mag. Just, how cursed can you get? Right? Get out of here with that. Alright, you are next. Another from the series. This is with the Nambu. Nambu Type 2, the Dragon 2. It's just blinged out in the worst ways. Remember to open the dust cover here. Well, I'm assuming we're supposed to be irons at some point. We also have another ridiculous optical accessory. I don't know if that's giving much of a magnification there. Maybe like a 1.25 or something. That's actually kind of fun to use. And then a suppressor that just, I don't even know what's going on with this thing. Get out of here with this. Goofy. Few more to get through. Alright, we have the VHS D2? Yeah, VHS D2. We have a integral optic and a PIC version. I'm just going to look at the integral optic one as it's a little bit more on the interesting side. So, really fantastic models here first off. We have covers on the built-in optic. They'll have the top irons as backup. Really nice integrated one. And then there's our 30 rounder. We also have a selectable ejection port. You can choose what side you want to have your brass fling. It's a ton of fun. We also, we have an adjustable stock. We have the, oh, I can't remember this. VHS BG is our undermount. Take our 40 mil. We have to turn safety off, flip it open. We are able to just kind of force it closed. Maybe. There we go. Our nice ladder sights there. I was way off. Oh, help if I had a mag. And this is our it's our bolt release. So I'll grab a new mag in there. Back there is your bolt release. Really fun. Really fun. It really doesn't want to go whenever you have the that held to close it, but can you put that? Nope, we can't cap it off. We still have a rail on the side there for a flashlight, laser, what have you. Extra accessories on that. Fantastic stuff. I have a bayonet as well. We have a bayonet as well. Cool. VHS. Sure I don't forget those. I gotta get some of this crap out of here. I can't get over them. They're so fun. I think this is the one that I had a hard time learning how to even fire. Yes, it is. We have in-laws now. Still not the most knowledgeable on anything when it comes to the explosive side of H3. These are a bit odd to operate. So I believe we have to connect to the main power. I'm not quite sure what this switch... Oh, this actually unlocks the safety, I guess, or this would be a primary safety. And then we have to move that down, and then we should be able to fire. Yeah, so... And then it's done. We also have stands for the bottom, but again, connect the battery, unlock safety. We would have our sight to try and aim what the heck we're aiming at. I'm not sure if this is supposed to be smarter to fire than what I'm actually making it. Entirely possible, but single use, and you throw them away. They are spawn lockable, if I'm remembering right, too. You can just keep pulling them out and having fun. Get out of here. Call of Duty stuff still causing issues. Can't remember what these last two are. I know what one of them is. I'm at a loss for the other, though. You'd think with having to record this 6 times. Yeah, oh boy. 6P62 firing 12.7 millimeter, which I think is just the Russian equivalent of 50 BMG, right? So, boy oh boy. That's a chunky one. And why wouldn't we have full auto? Just really racking it on there. Looks like we have a spot for a Russian sight on the side, too. Work that by hand. Carry handle works. Ridiculous. Possibly a good anti-Santa weapon. Possibly. Fun model. Extendable stock there. No idea what the story behind this thing is. But it's another fun, like, ridiculous giant weapon to operate alongside some of the others we've got. This Modmas. And the last one, this is the one I'm not sure what it is. Come on. Oh, yes. How could I forget? We have the Alien pulse rifle with three grenades for the underbarrel launcher. And we'll spawn a few more contestants here to fire this at. So, I think this was Oakham as well, if I'm remembering right, as they were in stream when we tried it out this weekend. But the sound work to get this moving, I couldn't even imagine so much. We also have, what, high explosive, Incen, and bounding, which is supposed to be an air burst, but I guess it doesn't work properly in this scene specifically, so we'll go. You can load more than one. 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so 5 total. But just to get the actual rifle and that great sound. We have single, burst, and full with our ammo counter on the side. This round does not mess around. I love it. Just chunks everywhere. Alright, we're out there. Swap mags. We'll put, these are the incens, right? A couple incens in. Yeah, the boundings I don't think actually work properly right now in this specific scene, but they're supposed to be, yeah, some sort of air burst. If I even loaded the right ones. I'm not sure I did. Those ones have a nice area of effect. These are the boundings, right? Yeah. Fire you to get you reset. Okay, yeah, it kind of shinged off of him there, but fantastic. Another kind of bucket list gun to have in here. So much fun. Oh boy, alright. I think I've made enough of a mess. So we'll spend a few more minutes checking out Arpy's trap shooting range, and we'll take a quick look again at the firing range itself. And then, yeah, we'll be wrapped up here. Alright, because I totally didn't forget to read these off at the end of the 4th day. Andrew with the Rampage machine pistol muzzle with the M1825 field cannon. Billiam with the FN model 1900. Wide Peepo with the SVT. Jerry AR with the NLaw. City Robo with the VHS-2. Nikapo and City Ropo with the Arasaka Yukimura. City Robo with the P127. Billiam with the 6P62. Nikapo and City Robo with the Arasaka Kenshin. Oakham with the M41A pulse rifle from Aliens. Wide Peepo with the Nambu Type 2. Captain Graythorn with the Fedorov automatic. For the actual map and design going on here, well, that was Sir Potatoes and Andrew. Arpy with the trap range. City Robo with map support and debugging. Sora 101 Ven with the special map weapons. Ash, Arpy, and Oakham with the record player modeling, coding, and implementation. Billiam with the disc art. Andrew with the airdrops and crates. Nickbo with the signal grenade texture and implementation. Nick Gikis, I apologize if I'm ruining your last name there, for the voice of Meet Santa. Nathan Gill with Project Git hosting and support. And Ford2 NFL 19 with the head of QA. So there's your mod team. Modding team? Awesome. Right, back to the rest of it, because I just forgot to do that at the end, and I had to reshoot it, and you'll hear me say that. Alright, over here at Arpy's fantastic trap shooting range, we have some bird shot, which is recommended, and a nice over-under shotgun. Our old one, man, this has been in the game forever, hasn't it? So basically, we have some custom throwables here. I'm going to go with a big pot because I'm not going to try hard. We can look at last 10 scores, and we can just hit start game to get going. Trap shooting's 5 sets of 5 throws, each set being shot from a different shooting station. So we have to move through the 5. Maximum possible score is 25. We have to walk where the designated cube is. Pick up a firing position. To throw a clay, we can either say, pull, or we aim at the aim here. After 5 throws, we'll have a command to move to the next station, and then we'll have the final buzzer. So we will start game. So the fun thing here is, along with that, Arpy's using some fun stuff on the Unity side to do voice recognition, where we can just say, pull. Maybe. Pull. Is it not going to work now? Pull. Wow. I have it busted. I wonder... Try here again. Pull. There it is. Pull. My fault. I may not have had H3 selected. Pull.
Next station.
Yeah, probably something I'm doing wrong to actually not have that run at the start. It may also be I'm saying it too loud. Pull. Not loud enough. Pull. Pull. There it is. Wants me to ask it as a question, apparently. Pull. 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 A bit wonky still, but it's fun nonetheless. I was super surprised that it even worked at all, because I thought you had to do a lot more on the back end to get that running. Pull. Pull. I may be saying it too quickly. Pull. Pull.
Next station.
Either way, a fun experiment. And we don't really have a proper trap shooting range. The one that's in friendly 45, but...
Next station.
This is a super fun side area. Definitely recommend actually using the bird shot that's provided. I tried this with Buck and
Rotate.
did not go well for me. I was actually running those with the Aloft as well. So fun. Come on. Break open for me there. So yeah, I've had some better luck with it. I don't know if me recordings having anything to do with it or not, but somehow still got 25. I don't know if the scoring's busted or what's going on there. I know there were some issues, but oh no, get out of here. I don't need, no. I don't want any copyright issues. God. Yeah, and then we were here for a couple of the weapons. Our fun little shooting range. Boy. Well, there's an RFB. And we don't have a magazine for it. I don't know where that's going to be. Just give me something else. So yeah, nothing super fancy happening here. Just a different place to fire. We have some nice far out targets with distinct noises. And if we hit the center, we get a nice higher ping. So, just a nice other place to come and test out our guns. And again, if you want to see or use any of these outside of this range, as of right now, I don't know that many of them are on the store. If you won't just have Modmas installed, you can come to only the new item spawner and grab the gifts again. Ah, look, they do have them here. Awesome. Cool, cool. You can also get the drops. So, that Elof's awesome. Not that I need it for anything. And then we'll go check out the top side as well. Be something with a scope that's easily grabbable. Also, throughout the level, if you happen to see while we were in the cabin, there's a record player you can find throughout, hidden around, some different records to change the music that's actually playing in there. So, nice little hunting situation happening, hiding, or Easter egg, whatever you want to call it. I'm completely just frizzled and out of energy from this past year, so I apologize that I don't know how to speak anymore. And we have another item spawner up here, actually. No, 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 get out of here. Do I have it? Close. Oh, looks like we have a rifle up here waiting too. Ah, this is where that came from. Touch of opulence in 700. Oh boy. Yeah, we have a nice sniper's range with a rangefinder waiting too. So we can... We got about 300 out to there. What do we have for zoom? 10x. We'll try. Oh, interesting reticle. Can't quite hear. I might not even been looking at the right one. Well, that's about him. It's 300. Let's try you out. If I can get you out of the floor. Magnification. education, get you up there. 300. Oh boy. Oh yeah, that's a hit. Big hit. Cool. But yeah, so that about wraps it up for Modmas 2022. Big thanks to, oh, I forgot to grab week 4's participants, actually. I gotta grab that real quick. But yeah, big thanks to everybody in the modding community for putting these together. Goodness. They're so much fun, and I know there's so much work, but you guys do all do a fantastic job. So in the meantime, I'm going to redo the 4th drop and reshoot part of this, so you will have already seen what I'm going to read next. But as for you guys, hope you all had a good New Year, and yeah, I'm going to try to shoot Santa down again. Maybe? We'll see. See you next time. Here they come.